I need the my phone for questions, and it's mostly going to. I think Anders has got my phone back. Just a little bit of. I think that's the feed. So it's like. Thank you. And we're going to do a lot of to camera as well. So okay, that's cool. Is it live?
Please let the people know that what you're doing because you're live.
Is this actually work? I don't know if it's.
We're on service.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. I can't.
Say hello.
Hello and welcome to Thomann Synth Reactor 2019. We're live on the couch. Hi, there we go, that's better. Hi, and welcome to Thomann Synth Reactor 2019, hashtag TSR19. I'm GetJervis, and I'm joined on the live couch with Jürgen Michaelis from Jomox.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm lucky enough to have one of your first drum machines,
Wow.
drum synthesizer, to give it its full title.
Well, at that time, it was considered to be a drum machine.
So if you don't know the Jomox X-Bass 09, it appeared, it was launched into the world, a hungry world, in 1996.
Yeah.
And fast became, I think it's the best analog, and certainly for its time, because many people were used to using samples of the classic TR-909, TR-808. So everyone had a sample library. Everyone went either EMU or Akai for their samples.
Right.
A couple of companies brought out, and those samples ended up in drum machines as well. A couple of companies brought out analog modules, which in a rack form, like the Novation drum station, which had the tweakability of the drums. But nobody, apart from yourself, realized that it wasn't about the sounds. It wasn't just about the sounds. It wasn't just about being able to tweak them. It was about to be able to really interact with them in a sequencer.
Yeah, that's true. But to be clear, it was about sound at the time because many people, it was the techno area, after the wall fell down. I did a lot of service for these Berlin-based techno geeks and modified and repaired a lot of 909s and did have some experiences, learned about the sound circuitries, learned about the punch, and did my own modifications on the 909s, and so it was into being into the sound. But then I considered, after having done many modifications and many really nice mods. I don't know if you know Basic Channel or something like that, mods von Oswald. No, but anyway, I was very close to these guys, and after all, I decided to make my own instrument, make my own kick drum.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to have totally controllable and totally storable. That was the approach. And by doing that, I experienced, okay, if I control all these parameters over the sequencer, and that was kind of, I had my breadboard circuitries and the microcontroller, and having set that up, and the first time I played the kick drum with different pitches, with different decays, and it was just wow. That's another dimension. It's another instrument.
Yes.
You can play jazz with it. You can play a bass line with it, and that was kind of very, very inspiring.
Yeah, excellent. And I think that's definitely what drew me in with it. It was just that you seem to squeeze so much more out of that circuitry and expanded it in almost absolutely every way to create, as you say.
Unfortunately, it was considered to be a clone, but
it really
fact, I didn't do a clone.
No,
it was so much more.
Absolutely, and expanded, as I say, in every way. I mean, being able to program every parameter on the synth, it's fantastic. And it's a liberating experience. If you ever get,
of course.
Here we are now today.
Okay,
Fast forward.
That's 20 years
ago.
Evolution.
Where are we? Yeah. Can we have this in the main shot? Yeah.
Should we hit the
Yes,
start
please.
button? I can record these parameters, you know.
Wow. That's amazing. Love it. Wow, that is
final touch.
absolutely amazing. Maybe wait until the gong sort of like simmers down a bit. If you could hear that, there's a huge gong pretty much next to us. I think that was Look Mum No Computer, maybe giving us the rank gong in his underpants. Jürgen, that is incredible. So
Thank you.
From my Xbox 09 with its 3 analog voices,
Yes.
and it's one channel, 12-bit samples?
No, 8-bit
8-bit samples. 8-bit samples.
8-bit samples.
Which are stacked up into one sequencer to, oh wow, I mean it's grown up. You said there's an FM synthesizer in there as well.
Yeah, that's actually just a get. There was so much
not-
DSP power.
That's incredible. I think that's...
not to be taken wrong, there is a processor in there, and there's a DSP as well. But these circuits are still analog.
Yes,
for sure.
yes. It wouldn't be Jomox. It wouldn't be Jomox if it wasn't analog. That's insane. Superb. Great sequencer again. And I really like the fact that you were muting tracks.
Yeah.
With the I don't know if you noticed that when you mute tracks with pushing down.
Yeah, you just push the knobs and then the track is muted and then you can.
Excellent.
That was a cheeky kick drum.
Yeah, definitely. Excellent.
Okay. That's a Sunset sample, actually.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh, of course, the sunset. Oh, what a glorious synth that was. Yeah, fantastic. So this is available to
This
purchase?
is available now since
Excellent.
it's more than a year.
Excellent. So, and I suppose you able to buy this in stores or is direct from yourself?
Either way.
Either way.
Either
Fantastic.
way, yeah.
But if you do get a chance to play with one of these guys, seriously check it out. I'm going to speak sweetly to Jürgen and see if I can get a copy for a deep dive.
Okay.
Really interested
You
in the
shall have
expanded.
one.
Thank you. Oh, that's very kind of you.
Okay.
Loving. I mean, I expect excellence in the analog synth department with the Jomox, and it is incredible. I'm not disappointed with that. What I love is that you don't just accept the fact that that's what it is, that you've got DSP power left, and it's like, well, what can I do? Well, I'll throw this in there. Now, you might think that. I think what genius that is to actually, and certainly in a realm where the digital world is suddenly rising again, having the absolute best of both to create things that aren't mainstream, to get a little bit more creative, a little bit more avant-garde. Brilliant.
Thank you.
No
Thank you.
worries.
Thank you so much.
Great. Well,
Yeah, just a short, or is there no time anymore? Is it,
you can do a bit
okay.
more. Absolutely.
Oh, we have these two true analog instruments. That's a kick drum, I know. But ever since the '09, there has happened quite a lot, you know. I have gate time, which the '09 didn't have. I can adjust the preciseness or the gate time of the click, you know.
What I would say, unfortunately, due to the audio system here, when you hit it and you speak, you only hear the bass drum.
Okay.
It's really counterintuitive.
Yeah. I've got to learn that.
So sorry.
sorry.
So if you want to explain that without hitting the key to the viewers.
I can adjust the gate time. That means if I shorten the gate time, I have a precise click like this. If I prolong the gate time, it's more like this.
Excellent.
And that makes the gate time, the attack itself very, very precisely tweakable. And furthermore, there is metal noise. The noise of the attack can be adjusted separately, but there's even metal noise.
Oh, I love it. Oh.
So you can very precise. You have a lots of.
I can hear that in the next room.
Yeah.
It's projecting beautifully. That is superb.
I mean, for most applications, that might be too strong, but you can do that if you want.
We've actually got a couple of comments as well from on the live chat from Good Boyd, who says, finally, some German synths and drum machines. Well, if you check out my channel, and he also mentions MFB, I've got a review of the MFB synth and a little program on the X-Bass 09. But yeah, do subscribe, and this will be on there too.
Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I have this EQ section, which makes the kick drum softer and smoother, and it's placed after the VCA,
Yeah.
and the harmonics is placed before the VCA. That's the miracle, because the harmonics is not just an overdrive. It's making the VCO shape more like a bell.
wow,
It
yeah.
drives. But the X-Bass Online had this already.
Yes, yeah.
Sorry.
That's a keeper.
That's a keeper.
20 years later,
Right.
that's a keeper.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen to this. That's with harmonics. That's full harmonics.
Yes.
That's without harmonics. Okay. Range is improved a bit to the X-Bass Online. I'm sorry, I'm hitting. I'm not supposed to speak
difficult.
while hitting.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Then we have the M-Brain, which is a percussion analog synthesizer. It's created from two resonating filters that are combinable. I call it coupling. It's meant to be like a drum skin, like two drum skins of an acoustic drum, and they intermodulate each other.
Yes.
So you can create percussion-like sounds. And
So yeah. How anyone could ever have compared this to mine own
okay,
life,
no,
sonically to start with, but yeah, it's a synthesizer.
okay. Now I do a little coupling.
Oh wow!
Sorry. This is without coupling. This is with coupling.
I don't know of anything that does that. That sounds great.
And I can even forth and back coupling it. That makes it like a. Then it sounds like this, like a fart. This is the most expensive fart machine.
I'm sold. I'll have 5.
But if you go negatively with a reverse coupling, it'll sound more like a drum skin.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great.
Oops. Much too.
There it is.
So much peak. Okay. Now I do just 2 instruments. I'm sorry. That was not intended. Okay. Can play them in the melody as well.
Nice.
Okay, and then I can shape the noise as well to have metal noise. But while I'm not supposed to speak while playing. Okay.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Okay,
It really
it's
is.
difficult. It's totally difficult. I'm not used to that.
Explain to the listeners what we'll be hearing there.
Right now, we're just hearing the kick drum and the M-Brain together, and I will modulate on the M-Brain a little bit and explain the metal noise capabilities of the M-Brain a little bit.
Excellent. So that was just the analog voices.
Yes,
so that's
right,
without.
right.
I mean, you get the straight sounds you would expect from an analog drum synthesizer, and then you get this whole palette of rich palette of colors that you can throw in.
Okay.
Purely in the analog. That's,
Okay. and I can try to make another kick drum with the membrane because the range is so far. You can go very low, so you can obtain almost like 808 style because it's a decaying filter envelope. You know.
Yeah.
I tried that.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Sorry. Without less noise. Totally different thing, but
Yeah,
it's two different
still
kicks, you know.
Absolutely usable as well. I mean,
Yeah.
thoroughly good.
Okay, let's do some other sequence.
Excellent. Well, Jürgen, thank you very much for bringing us the Alphabase.
Okay.
It's been an absolute pleasure
It was
to
an honor to me.
have you on the couch.
Thank you.
So yeah, check it out. I'll do a future feature on this.
Okay.
And signing out from TSR 19. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Had no idea. Sorry. I was told 3 o'clock.
Yeah,
So.
I just booked.
Okay.
So you come here?
Turn it off or turn it off? Turn it off? Turn it off?